going on, everybody? And today we're going to be installing the R-Series sway bar mount blocks. So essentially what this is going to do is stiffen up the sway bar, because the actual mounts that the sway bar mounts to are really flimsy and kind of just made out of sheet metal. Ideally you really want to replace the whole thing. AWR sells a kit to do that, but it's a little more labor intensive. I actually did it on my car, so if you want to watch a video on that, I'll link it down below. But on this Fockit Bunny, we're actually going to try these instead. So it should be a fairly easy install. I'm going to show you how to do it. So firstly, you're going to see that one actually has a hole cut out of it, and this is the one that will go on the driver's side, on the left side of the car, for the power steering lines. Now if you don't have power steering, and then you won't have to really worry about this, it'll just kind of go in more easily. I'll show you as best I can how to install this. It's kind of tight down there, but that's the difference in those. They give you all the hardware you need. So I'm going to show you outside of the car how this is going to work. So you're going to unbolt the stock sway bar bolts, then you're going to thread these in, which go into the nut that is welded on above the sway bar. And then what you're going to do after that is take your flange nut, put it on like this, and make sure this side is the side that's going to be touching the block. And you're going to thread it on. Then you're going to put your lock washer and then your big washer. Thread this bolt all the way up. You'll already have your block in place, and this is going to go in. And you'll tighten it on the actual sway bar. And then once that's done, you're going to have to get a wrench in here and thread this nut all the way up to pin the block against the chassis. So to do this job, you're going to want to jack your car up, put it on jack stands, remove both your wheels. And if you have the engine undercover, you're probably going to need to take that off. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it blocks right here where you need to get. And then we're looking at two 12mm. So you can see how the power steering cooler lines go right here. Mine are actually loose because mine are bent in the wrong direction, so I had to loosen them all up. This is going to go right behind this. And like I said, it might be a little different on your car because my lines are bent and they're going to be swaying about a little bit. Also, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. It'll kind of be like this here. I just have it sitting on the stock bolts for now, just so it's in there. So let's go ahead and get these 12mm off and loosen up the sway bar. Okay, got our bracket. Now we're going to take our new long bolts and lightly thread them into the holes. Now these are a 13mm head. We're going to push our block out of the way slightly, and we're going to get a nut on here. You don't want to do too much thread through, otherwise you're going to run into the block and you won't be able to put your nut on. So now that I got the nut on with the lock washer and the big washer, I'm kind of setting this up. I screwed it in a little bit more, and now we're going to work on this other side. Now that you got both of those on, you're going to want to hold this nut with the wrench so it doesn't move up with the bolt. We're going to tighten these down. Once you have this all the way up, we can go ahead and tighten this nut up onto here, and we'll do it on the other side as well, which is a little bit more complicated, but you can kind of get a wrench through the sway bar mount. Just want to make sure everything is tight. I've gotten both tightened up. You want to make sure the lock washer is actually smushed so it does its job correctly. I think we're good on this side. Let's go to the next side. Okay, so this side should be way easier to see. We're going to be working right here, and the block is going to slide in. And that's just sitting on the OEM bolts. It's going to go up like that. So let's get to doing this one. The intercooler piping right here, it's a little more of a pain. Now that we've got those sticking up like that, I've got this nut started. I could probably go a little bit more to get the washers on. We're gonna put the nut on that one now. Okay, let's thread that in. Then we're gonna go up a little bit. You can see how the nut goes up with it if you're not holding it with a wrench. That's why you want to hold it with a wrench when you put the block in. I think that's going to give us enough room to get the block in and then get the washers on. So you're going to do lock washer and big washer. Okay, so we need to go up a little bit more. All right, and we're going to do the same to this one. Thread this up some. Get our washers on. Take our block and snake it where you feel the holes. Whoops. Snag and make sure your washers didn't fall off. This one did. Hopefully y'all can see this. It's much easier with two hands than one. Okay. Then we're gonna roll each side up slightly. Now that I got that side locked in, I'm gonna need to socket this side up so it stays in place. I really want to hold this wrench while you go in. That I've gotten these nuts, or these bolts tightened, we're gonna hand thread these as far up as you can go on both sides. And then we're just going to use our wrench and tighten them all the way up until that lock washer is flat and it feels tight. Okay, so that's all tightened up. Looks good. So that's how you install the sway bar blocks from our theory. It should be the same for Racing Beat ones as well. Pretty much all of them are exactly the same concept in the way they go in. So fairly simple install. A little bit of a pain if you have things in the way, but let me know if you guys have any questions. We're gonna see at the Dragon pretty much if there's any help with flex and all that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions on the install. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.